Hi guys, I'm about to go thrifting and I thought I'd take you along with me. I'd also like to just say to you guys that I'm super thankful for the chance to be monetized. The monetization will allow me to go to other cities and film in different locations for you guys. So that's super exciting. Let me show you where. So you guys, I'm in a thrift store. This thrift store I've never been to. I've got some nice finds. I'm gonna try them on. The change room is all filled up, but I'm gonna see if I can find me a skirt or something. They have a lot of really nice stuff. I took a little walk through before I started filming. And yeah, I'll just show you around a bit while I wait for the change room. That's different. This is like a really nice size wine glass or whatever is that for, and I really like these. That's very fancy with the little leaves. This is the only one of that, but there's also the leaf on these tiny little ones. These are gorgeous and the glass feels nice quality. They're all 50 cents. Over here, look at Flower Market. Fresh picked daily, 50 cents. That's really pretty. That'd be nice to hang if you had like a flower store or something. More pretty flowers on these glasses. That would be sweet for a little like succulent or something. Oh, sorry. They have this big couch. It looks kind of dingy, but it's $15. Really thick material. These caught my eye, these kind of pink pants. Oh wow. They have like flowers and cheetah print. Lots going on there. These nice green pants. These pink pants. Let's take a peek over here. This is kind of like the homeware section. Oh, they have a little training potty for $6. I bet those are expensive, but it's kind of, you'd really want to wash that up. And they have pet stuff and home stuff. They have packs of hangers for sale. Just odds and ends. Let's go over here. So you guys, I'm trying to find a spot where it's not too loud. They have a bunch of lampshades. I really like this one. This is gorgeous. With kind of the damask and flower print. I don't know why people come in like a quiet store and just feel the need to start like yelling. Like, let people enjoy the quiet. Oh, these are really sweet. These are 50 cents. They're by Corral. They have a bunch of fruit around the sides. There's 4 of them. And then this tiny, tiny little spice jar all by itself. I always see Brita filters at thrift stores. I So this is a Tupperware. It's only $1, and it looks like a pretty new one. Look at it. Looks like newer. And there's little see-through so you can see what's in there. That's a great deal for Tupperware. Some people collect this, and it's not even vintage, so they probably paid a pretty penny for it. There's all types of stuff in here. Hi you guys. I'm just going to film a quick haul for you guys. This is after I went to a few different thrift stores, as well as I hit a Fabricland. I did that video, a Fabricland fabric scratching video, a while ago, and some of you guys really enjoyed it, and it's been requested again and again. So I finally went back to a different Fabricland, and I filmed a really long, really quiet video. It was great. The music was down, the employees were pretty quiet, and everything. So go watch that if you haven't yet. Thank you guys so much for supporting my monetization, because I just like to say that the little money I get from being monetized, I'm able to drive to different cities and like use that as gas money to be able to go on like little adventures and shop at stores that I haven't been to before, bigger, different thrift stores, so you guys can see things with me, and it's really exciting. So thank you guys for that. A lot of you were in support of the monetization, and that made me so happy, and some of you guys even said you'd watch the ads all the way through, which is so appreciated. I don't have it here with me, but I got my very first letter in my P.O. box, which was so nice. You guys, when I went there to pick up like my regular mail, I had a package. The woman, I forgot the key, so the woman had to get it from the back, and she handed me a bunch of stuff, and there was one envelope that was all black, and I was like, what, this can't be mine. I'm not expecting like a letter for someone, totally forgetting that I told you guys about my P.O. box, and I almost handed it back to the lady and said, oh no, this isn't mine, I don't think, but it had my name written on it. So I was like, what the heck? I took it out all confused, and I was confused for the whole car ride home until I finally opened it and seen that I got my very first letter from one of you guys, my subscribers. I'm gonna actually make a video reading them out loud and sharing them with you all, because it's so nice. I'm gonna make a junk journal and put them in the junk journal, which so that I can keep them and treasure them. So they mean so much to me. But anyways, that was super exciting. I'm in a new city. It's about an hour 40 minutes from where I live, and it had some really cool thrift stores that I just filmed at for you guys. I'm parked in a really nice shady parking lot now, which I can't stay in too long because I have all these surveillance cameras that I'll get towed if I don't go in there and shop. But I needed a nice shady spot because we're in the middle of a heat wave. But yeah, and I've been talking to some of you from England in there. It's supposed to be a really hot summer there too as well. I love this, where you can kind of see the tree branches on my seat and the shadows of the trees. I think that's so relaxing. I love having that in the video and seeing that. It's really peaceful to me. Yeah, so I had so much to tell you guys, but I can't think of it. I just wanted to check in with you guys, give you an update on me. Let me know what's going on with you guys in the comments below. And yeah, surprisingly, I hit a lot of thrift stores, but I didn't buy too much. But what I did get, I'm really happy with. So the first thing I got, I went into Talese, which is a thrift store where they rotate like sale tags. So they put price tags on things, and they're all different colors, and then each day there's a different like sale. Sometimes it's 50% off this color, 75% off this color. It's really good. So today they had 50% off pink tags, and I found something with a pink tag. The other two, no. sometimes I'm lucky, sometimes I'm not. So the first thing I got was, I like was super surprised to see this. In their purse section, I found this Coach wristlet. It's genuine Coach, genuine leather, and it has that Y2K striped pattern, which I love, with the green and the pink and the yellow. It's just so gorgeous. And I love the Coach wristlets because they, as big, I have chubby arms, but they fit over my arm. So I like them for if I ever go shopping and I don't want to carry like a whole purse. I just want like to have my card and my phone. They're really nice for that. It has the hang tag still, this beautiful like brown hang tag. It needs to be washed up, but, and oh my god, I didn't even notice that. It has the different lettering, the Coach lettering on the inside. That's really nice. And it has a little pockets. Cool. So I'm really happy about that. That was only, and I was surprised because they seem to have a lot of Coach. I found a few other items that I didn't need or like, but they had a lot of Coach there. And whenever I look for Coach intentionally, I never get lucky, but sometimes it springs up. The other thing that was really surprising is that usually Coach, because it's real leather, and kind of like, I don't want to say designer, but more expensive brand, they usually mark them up. And so I was expecting this to be maybe like $15 to $20 because that's how high Coach usually is, but it was only $7, and then the pink tags were half off, so half off that is like less than $4, which is really good for a Coach little wristlet. Then right beside it, I found this, and this was really exciting to me because, and I did splurge on it, because I have the matching bag for this that I found on Facebook Marketplace about a year ago. I really like this pattern. It's kind of like a nice neutral, like yellowy or off-white Coach symbol, and then it has the brown leather. It's patent leather, so it's really shiny. It says Coach. The handwritten Coach, I think it means it's from like really early 2000s, which is how I remember it. And yeah, it needs to be washed as well on the jacquard. I can't pronounce that name, you guys. The jacquard, the jacquard. It has, it's really nice thick material, but it has some staining, so I'll wash it off. But for I know how to wash the jacquard, and it's not hard. You can get a lot of stains out. I found bags on Marketplace for really cheap and bought them because they were staining, and everyone's like afraid to like damage it more, so they sell it with the stains to not damage it. But it's actually really easy to get the stains out, and I found a way that it works. So yeah, I was super excited about that, so I can have it with my matching purse. And I also don't, to begin with, have a lot of these type of wallets. I have a lot of the Coach wristlets, but the wallets are a bit harder to find, and so I don't have any type of wallet like this where it's big and opens up and has multiple compartments, so I really needed that. Also the inside, I don't know if you can see, it's totally 100% like clean and brand new. Look at that, guys. No stains, no wear, no nothing. I don't think they used it at all, to be honest. There's not even like any marks on the leather, like for if they had change that was like pressed up indents. There's nothing. So I think they probably maybe bought it with the purse or as a set and just, you know, got the outside scuffed up but never actually used it. So that was a real good find. I was expecting this to be a bit pricier, and it was more expensive than most wallets at the thrift store, but it wasn't like how they usually price Coach. This would be like $30 maybe at like another thrift store, but it was $10 here. So it wasn't too bad. I was willing to spend, and it's a good price for real leather Coach and everything like that. And I'll get it all cleaned up and it'll match the purse I have. Okay, you guys, the next thing I found was I fell in love with. I didn't know if it would fit me, but it did, and it looks so nice. So there's the odd time for me. A lot of people have asked me on this, like our friends on this channel have asked me like how I thrift all the time but don't become a hoarder. I've had periods where I am just a hoarder, but I've stopped. I'm trying to live like I don't want to have hordes and hordes of stuff and just collect things, even though I do have some collections, but within reason, like purse collections and stuff. Like if I shop around and get what I really like and just like kind of be selective, it's not any trouble. But as far as clothes and stuff, I've found that when you go to thrift stores and you try it on and you really have like a keen eye for what you want or like what looks good on you, you can end up having like a really amazing wardrobe and have like really nice put together outfits that look good on you and you feel comfortable in for cheap. So I used to hoard and just buy whatever type of clothes at the thrift because I could, but I've like the past few years I've donated most of my clothes and have just trying to been buying stuff that looks good and feels good. So for me, I like skirts. Not all skirts look good on me. I might like see it and like it, but it doesn't look good on me. And you have to kind of curate your wardrobe to be really unique and be a reflection of you, but also stuff that you feel good in. And I've been really getting the hang of that. I can give you guys some advice, but it's kind of simple. Really, all you have to do is just figure out what you feel comfortable in and then look for that intentionally, and then also try it on, see if the colors look good, see if like you like the way it feels, if you're going to be uncomfortable in it all day. And that's what I've been trying to do, and it's really been working for me. And I find that even if you are not like the prettiest person, if you wear stuff that is like nice and well taken care of, and you feel good and you look good and you wear it with confidence, people will like look at you like you look really nice. Like at work, so many people compliment me every day, and I had one girl like call from me down the hall at my job, and she said, "Oh, you must be Maddie." And this was someone I hadn't met before. She like seen me from down the hall, and when I walked up to her, she said, "You must be Maddie." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, how did you know? Did we meet before?" Because I didn't recognize her. And she said, "No, I just knew you might be Maddie because one of my coworkers says that there's a girl, Maddie, who works in this department that dresses really nice and looks really good all the time. She dresses fancy. You dress fancy." And that was such a compliment. But honestly, you guys, what I wear is every day. I wear like a plain t-shirt like you see me in now, and like a pretty skirt, and I try to match as best as I can, and people really like that, and I feel comfortable in it, and it does look really nice. But at the root of it, it's just a simple outfit. Like you don't have to like be some fashion girly to put together a plain shirt and a skirt. Like you don't really have to be all that into clothes and design and fashion to look nice. What you can do is just have like simple pieces, but take care of them. Look for materials that are really nice, thick and durable and look good. And yeah, just wear simple clothes. But yeah, so that's my little ramble about that, but that's what I've been trying to do, and so far I've been successful, and I'm really happy about this. So it's a skirt. The top is stretchy, so it's like a really flowy skirt. This is where what hits me is because sometimes these the waist fits on my actual waist, but I can't get it past my hips. But I was eyeing this and I thought this looks really stretchy even though it's small, but once I get it up over my hips, I know it'll stretch and fit. So look at this skirt, you guys. So it's like this purple flowers just cascading down, and it's kind of half, and then half of it is like this off-white, really pretty with the shadows of the flowers. And this looked so gorgeous. It was like unbelievable how amazing this looked, and I was so happy with it. I was like looking at myself at the change room, like felt so pretty and so happy. And it's just like a really cool design. I don't know if you can get a good look, but I thought that was awesome. It looked so good. I was so happy with it. I held it in my chest after I went out of the change room just so I didn't accidentally set it down or someone grab it from me. But I loved it so much. It was $12. That's a lot more than I usually pay for pants or stuff at the thrift. I usually try and shop this tag sales or go to places I know are cheaper. I can get clothes for $1-2, but I just couldn't pass it up. $12. I needed to splurge because it looked so beautiful, and I loved that's just so elegant. I love the cascading flowers, and then half of it is like a little on your leg is like white, and then your hips and everything are covered by this beautiful flower. Oh, it was just so gorgeous, and it's really nice and flowy and pretty. So that's all I got for a haul, you guys, and my little ramble for today. Let me know what's going on with you guys, what you guys like to wear. How's the weather been for you? What have you been doing this summer? Do you enjoy my thrift hauls? Do you enjoy the thrift walkthroughs? Let me know. Let's just talk. Also, my P.O. box is still open if you want to write me a letter, and I will respond back. Anyways, I love you guys very much, and I've had a really happy day, so I'm happy about that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you.